ay, yung gawa mo, baka di na yan in or something. Like, iniisip ko lagi, nag-enjoy ba ako nung ginagawa ko to?
Hi, everyone. Today, we're at the New Era Collective podcast for the celebration of the 11th anniversary of New Era in the Philippines. And today, we're with one of the artist collaborators, Jethro Olba. Jeth, could you introduce yourself for everyone?
Hi, I'm Jethro Olba. I'm a designer illustrator. So, mostly yung work ko, nag-play around ako sa concept ng nostalgia. And I also love to play around din sa mga iba't ibang klaseng concept na I just really love. Like basketball, everyday objects. Mostly like, ngayon recently, mas nahihilig ako sa mga workspace ng iba't ibang mga tao. Like the way they arrange their space. Then, recently rin with Japanese culture. Like the city culture ng Japan. So yun, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, everyone's very aware with your work. No? Sobrang sikat na ng work mo. It's everywhere. So you mentioned nostalgia, no? So yung work mo is kind of like a time machine kasi. Na when you see the work, everyone knows kay Jeth yan. Kasi may vintage feel, no? Would you agree? May vintage feel.
I think, yeah, parang yun rin naman yung intention pag ginagawa ko siya. Parang I want it to look na parang mas mukha siyang luma or archival yung feeling. Yan, yeah.
So what kind of eras do you think back on when you start creating works? What kind of timelines in history do you revisit the most?
Interesting yan. Kasi parang, ako di naman, I'm born in the 90s. So, 96 ako pinanganak. So, most likely, yung era or like yung time na talagang na-expose ako is early 2000s, diba? Yun talaga, like yung mga cartoon shows before sa TV, action figures. I mean, sa place kasi namin, I mean, lahat naman tayo, like nung bata tayo, talagang toys talaga yung pinaka-main like source of entertainment natin. Or like TV shows.
Or cartoons.
Cartoon shows,
tama,
diba?
Yeah.
Tapos, siguro yun yung time na talagang sobrang peak kasi nun ng cartoons on time na nung early 2000s. I think you will agree with that. Diba?
I think I agree kasi
diba?
Ako rin. I was born in the 90s.
Yeah.
So seeing all the inspiration behind your work, I think a lot of artists from our time would relate na we all viewed the same stuff.
Totoo.
No? So,
Agree.
So what about someone who has seen your work for the first time, who's not aware of who you are? They're looking at your work for the first time. What would you want them to understand about it right away?
Siguro parang my work is kasi ayun to also add dun sa parang yung mga bagay na kino-consume ko. I also try to explore din kasi yung mga time na hindi ko rin inabutan eh. Like for example 60s and 80s. Try ko rin parang pasukin yung time na yun. And to get something from it, like aesthetic or like concepts. Siguro yung work ko parang it's more of like my personal voice, I guess. So parang I want to share lang rin ito yung mga bagay na kino-consume ko.
So in a way, you're showing people na this is who I am.
This is who I am. Ito yung mga
identity.
bagay na authentic sa akin at nagpapasaya sa akin. So parang sobrang lang niya, sobrang simple lang niya pero lang siya, like sobrang authentic lang talaga niya for me.
This is who you are. Yun yung work mo.
This is who I am.
So when New Era approached you for the project, what was the first thing that came to mind? Or yung idea mo for your artwork na nagpop?
Yeah, so si New Era, sobrang like institution na yan di ba? Parang ako, pag merong brand collaboration, so, like kung titignan lagi yung history. So parang ano ba yung origin story niya? So nung nag-approach sa akin si New Era, parang inisip ko kagad, ano ba yung origin story ng New Era? So parang pinasok ko kagad, New York. So parang doon ako naglaro sa concept na yun. And then parang tinry ko rin i-research kung paano siya nagsimula. And like ano ba yung mga, for example, so New Era, specifically 1920s siya. Correct me if I'm wrong, pero yun yung nabasa ko. So parang tingnan ko rin, ano ba yung forma ng 20s, tapos parang ano ba yung forma nung peak ng New Era. Like for example, the hip-hop scene, di ba? So parang pinag-mix ko yung both.
So you research talaga. Before you start anything, you started with research.
Yeah. Research, tapos I try to sprinkle parang konting like yung personal style ko lang.
Yeah, so your style is very nostalgic nga. It's very playful.
Thanks,
with the lines, everyone loves the work. Ako, big fan ako.
Uy bro, salamat.
So,
it means
personally, big fan.
Ako rin.
So how do you translate that into a New Era silhouette? Silhouette ka. So how do you translate your playful style into a New Era cap?
Kasi sobrang fan ako ng embroidery detail ni New Era. Like sa mga pieces nila. Pag alam mo talaga na sobrang quality ng gawa nila eh. So parang nung iniisip ko kagad yun, sabi ko, pwede kong laruin to sa embroidery ng New Era. So parang, yun yung naisip ko na, ano ba yung pwede ko ma-offer for that specific project. Siguro, colors din, I think. So yun, siguro yung mga, I think na mga naisip kong,
it's nice din na as a brand owner, no? Parang naintindihan mo yung mga small details.
Yeah,
like
yung
that.
mga technicalities medyo na gets ko na rin siya because yun nga, I also run a brand, diba?
So is there any design? So let's look at your design now, no? Is there any design detail here that you think fans na nabili yung work mo or they're seeing it will miss at first glance?
Okay. So yan, kung makikita nyo parang sobrang New York. Di ba? New York talaga yung vibe niya. Like, siguro yung detail dito. Kasi, sinabi ko rin before yan sa rational ng work na to. Yung suot niya, naka-suit and tie siya. Kasi nung...
Hindi ko na napansin yun. Actually, hindi ko na...
Naka-suit and tie siya.
Nice.
Tapos, very Ivy League yung pormahan niya. Kasi nung time nung 20s, nung 1920s, nung ginagawa nila yung brand ng New Era, parang yung mga founders, naka-suit and tie talaga sila. So, parang sobrang opposite na parang, pag sila mong New Era, diba, parang hip-hop. The likes of the mga hip-hop, sila Jay-Z, sila Spike Lee, di ba? Pero parang, kung babalik ka talaga sa pinaka-origin story niya, sobrang formal niya, sobrang classy niya, pero naka-hat sila.
Back in the day, no?
So parang sabi ko, ang cool lang rin na parang, kung titingnan mo yung original storya ng New Era, naka ano sila, like classic gentleman na pormahan sila, tapos businessman na itsura. Tapos parang pinasok ko yung hip-hop elements. So kaya, yan, nag-turn day, nag-mix siya. Tapos yun pa, yung mga other elements, maraming New York elements dito, like the pennants, yan, like may basketball player. Tapos, ayan, yun yung mga naisip ko. Basketball, of course.
Actually, maganda nga. Di ko napansin naka-suit and tie siya. But it's a nice throwback din, no?
bro,
kind of a classier era of when athletes were sports coats to the games.
Isa pa yun.
It was very New York then. And of course, there's the basketball elements, the nostalgic elements. So, everyone knows na basketball is a very big part of your brand. Nostalgia is a big part of your brand. Why do these worlds resonate with you?
Siguro parang, parang, yun lang rin yung mga bagay na I just love to consume din ng bata ako. Like, for example, basketball. Parang, bata pala ako, I like watching talaga basketball. Pero ang mas napapansin ko sa basketball is more of like the design language ng bawat team. The colors, the jersey, yung kung paano pumorma si Dennis Rodman or specific player. So parang natutuwa ako sa game mismo, pero yung storyline, like the fashion or like yung pinaka-design aesthetic ng mga teams, doon talaga ako napapaano.
Very embedded into the culture din kasi yung basketball. Parang, it's not just sport eh.
Totoo. Di lang siya athleticism. Maraming art form na makukuha eh. And yung nostalgia, kung ipapasok ka dyan, doon din siya eh. Like, basketball is like since 1950s pa, di ba? So parang...
It's a rich history in basketball. Tapos players will really add in their own versions of how they want to dress it up, how they want to play themselves.
Kanya-kanya sila eh. Like, kada player may personal identity talaga eh, na talagang, ito ko. Yun.
So, that goes in well with your theme this year, no? Na individuality. Yes. Yung theme mo, which is the New Era value. So, let's say the world now, puro trends ngayon, and there's a lot of pressure to go with the trends, to go with what people think is popular. How do you maintain your individuality, your creative voice, and how does that reflect in your design?
Okay, ang hirap nila. So,
okay.
Okay, so totoo yung trends, pero for me, parang wala, tinatry ko lang din talaga ipakita na kasi hindi rin ako takot na parang yung gawa mo baka di na yan in or something. More of like iniisip ko lagi, nag-i-enjoy ba ako ng ginagawa ko to? It always goes back na ako bilang bata na nagdo-drawing sa mga maliliit na papel. Kami ng kapatid ko, like yun talaga yung bonding namin, like mag-drawing. So parang minsan pag feeling ko, yung work ko parang di na siya, parang trendy in a way or like parang di siya pasok sa...
It's not what cool. Everyone's doing.
Parang hindi. Pero lagi pa rin babalik na ito yung gusto ko eh. Ito yung mahal kong gawin. So parang, laging ganon na parang, it's always like that versus everything.
It's more important to kind of, to stick to your own style.
Yeah,
no?
the roots
you dictate what's cool, not the world dictating you.
Totoo.
It's cool that you mentioned na your younger self. No? So you started drawing at a young age. I'm sure lahat naman kaming artists.
Everyone naman. Usually.
Drawing. So, let's say you saw your younger self somewhere or you went back in time, nakita mo yung younger self mo.
Okay.
What would you say to him?
Iyak na ako eh.
Iyak na eh.
Joke lang.
What would you say to them about your New Era collab? Will you tell them or will you spoil the surprise? Or ano bang sasabihin mo sa kanya?
Parang ayoko siya i-spoil. Pero parang gusto ko lang sabihin na gawin mo lang yung ginagawa mo. Like, you do you. Parang wag kang
tuloy lang.
Like,
Yeah.
wag kang magpadala sa kung ano yung cool or kung ano yung sinasabi ng tao na ito yung, wag kang magpa-dictate sa kailangan mong gawin or like path na kailangan mong sundin. Kumbaga, gawin mo lang yung ginagawa mo. Be natural in what you're doing. Parang, be authentic lang talaga. Yung kasi pinaka-importante pag authentic at tsaka ano ka lang, basta kind ka lang.
Tama.
You're
Kasi doon
just
naabot
kind.
yun eh. You'll
Basta
end up where you want to be if you stay true to yourself.
Basta mabait ka lang. Yun lang para sa akin. Like, be kind to yourself, be kind to your sa ginagawa mo, sa mga nakakatrabaho mo. Yun lang. Yun yung siguro sabihin ko sa kanya.
That's nice.
Tapos yung work, madali na yun eh. Yung pagdodrawing, madali na yun eh. Yung
The
working
hard part
attitude
is,
yun lang talaga.
yung mindset.
Mindset.
Yun yung mahirap.
Yun mahirap eh.
So what's the one thing, last na, what's the one thing you hope people feel when they put on yung collab mo, your cap?
Okay. So siguro, parang you're wearing, for all of the artists, kasi maraming artists na, kami yan eh, like si Rako, si Sir Nick, si Lay. Kumbaga, lahat kami may sarili-sarili kaming identity. So parang you're wearing something na talagang, it's very special kasi parang siyang fusion ng all of the artists eh. And siguro, specifically doon sa panel nung ginawa ko, parang you're wearing a piece of heritage or like a homage to the origin of the brand. Ayun. So parang,
I like that. It's very true to yourself also as a brand owner.
Eh.
Someone who loves the history of these things.
Mm-hmm. I love history eh. Like, naalala ko nga na parang nung bata ako, like nung elementary ako, I love history subjects eh. Weird, parang nanalo ako sa Quiz Bee because of that. So parang okay, gets kasi parang okay, nostalgia pala siya. So parang
tama, ganun na-start yan eh.
Parang na-apply ko pa rin pala siya sa work ko. Kaya, ayun, parang I love history na parang happy ako na ilagay ko ng konti yung history. Like, if you're going to deep dive sa history ng brand, makikita mo siya eh. Mapipil mo na, okay, gets. Nice. Yun pala yun.
Okay. It's been great having you. Thank you for doing this. We love your work and we're so excited for your collab.
Fun here.
All right. Thank you,
Thank you,
bro.
brother. Thank you. Salamat.
Sa last pa okay yun ha. Nice, bro.
Ayos.